One more game to go. It's G2 and Astralis doing battle for a second time on Dust2, and the first did not go well for the Danish side. I'm Alex Machine Richardson, and I'm joined by Chad Birchall for one final map here tonight for the ESL Pro League. It's with a heavy heart that we do address the fact that Astralis looked absolute poo-poo in that previous Dust2.
Yeah, let's skim over that. Let's say that NIP just beat Penta in their first map on Nuke, which I believe gives NIP the spot in Brazil. I think, don't quote me on it. If you're going to quote anybody, quote Graham DeLayham.
Quote him on it, at Sponge, and then the quotation
So I'm pretty sure now we have Mouse and NIP. They will qualify no matter what. But the game's ready to go, so we can watch another fantastic map of Dust2.
Wow, that was so half-hearted, Chad, but you put some heart into it.
Sorry, everybody. Let's go Astralis. Wow. To the stars.
Look at him go. Let's go.
See you later.
Well, they're obviously enthusiastic about this one. To the stars, Matt. How are you feeling?
Paid, don't they?
I think so, yeah.
I mean, if I get paid, anyone should get paid, so it's fair game, really.
That's true, yeah. To be fair, it's difficult to get that hyped about this game. Obviously, Astralis didn't turn up at all. It's a new showing of the... I guess it's not even a new lineup of this placeholder in the form of Notan 1D. G2 just absolutely wrecked him on this very map. I don't think the result will change too much here. They're going to be starting on the T side this time again, and we'll see whether 1D can do anything. He was holding towards long. Shox was giving him a few kills here and there, you know? And I guess you can't really adjust too much. You just have to just play a new game and hope for the money goes in your favor. You pick up a pistol and see what you can do. We'll get into this one. G2 now, 4 sets of armor. Smiths with the smoke and 2 flashbangs. Will they change things up at all? No Deagle again for Scream, I should say. And it's going to be Shoxy once again, trying his luck towards long. This time he fancies it. Doesn't land the initial shot, and so it's a full back at this point. Device, exactly the same setup. So Device going aggressive on shore once again. There was a smoke towards Xbox before, and maybe that's going to be thrown again. Who knows?
Well, quick couple shots onto Notan. And another
He's back
up on Zipix. He certainly is. Again, you mentioned he was a bit careless last game in that position, but Body going to take down Device as they walk up from Catwalk and backpedaling, saving the USB. Never mind the armor. The armor you can repurchase. The USB, you have to save it.
Oh.
There's why. It's going to take down RPK. They're going to pursue these kills. They want the frag money. Kirby does get Shox through CT. This gives them a bit of a window here, but they're running low on time considering they've got no kit, which is a bit of a problem. So Scream's able to pick up one. That's going to hold them off long enough, and even if Kirby gets this kill, it's still a tall order to pick up the round.
Yeah. No kits. He's got armor, but so much to do here. Finds 2 kills and defuse a bomb, which is already past the halfway point. He's just going to have to see if he can get some exit frags here. Smith will be on the ramp there, but he manages to finish things off. Nice little headshot. This time it's Shox. Trying to show he still has got it towards long. He manages to get a couple of nice kills as the Glock opens it up. A really good spawn if in Smiths. You can almost assume he'll take it. Not looking there right now. It's the best spawn you can get. But he's going to get the MP7, so maybe he won't be going for it. He's having a little bit stronger than that. It will be Astralis this time. Semi-force buying again, not going all in. You can see Dupree's got head over on 5-7. Kelby with Deagle. Notan though, just a PD50. Same story for Device. His Shox to run out long once again.
It's a flash that'll be at his face if he does. Wow, Scream going to take down Kirby. Shox is there. They did flash. He got far enough forward that they walked around and walked directly into him as the MAC-10. It picks up not only one, well, okay, just one. I was anticipating Henry.
He's done a lot of damage, and this easy frags here for Smiths. They're the most fun to get. Unarmored players, you've got
They're the
MP7.
ones that I like.
They're already low. You can't ask for much more than that.
It's true. That's the ones I like to get.
You're very good at getting those ones, actually.
Usually I struggle with those too.
Well, this will be the full EK from Astralis. If you are just joining us, wondering why we play Dust2 again, I don't think we explained on the desk this time. It's just the way the vetoes work. You go in blind, right? You don't have a traditional veto system, and it's 2 separate matchups every time. So there's a small chance each time we play the 2 maps can come up. It does make sense considering Astralis is probably their best map. They've got a new player coming in. They probably want to try and force this twice. It worked out for them, but unfortunately the result did not. It's going to be now a 3-0 here. Very loose, it seems, G2 so far in this matchup, and they will be getting quite an easy round here. And round number 3, it's going to be Shox once again. By himself every single round. He's got some sort of personal vendetta in this position.
Hey, he just wants to take down Notan every time. Oh, do it, Device. Why not? Do it, doll. Never mind.
You believing?
Ruined.
Saved.
No saved. I wasn't actually believing that he would get it. He had an opportunity when they did pass each other in the smoke, but once he disappeared all the way into the dumpster position, it was looking very unlikely.
Well, the first gun round comes in again. It's going to be Smiths on the AWP, of course, and Device, similar story for him. They need to come in, no damage crossed as they make their way safely towards the B side here. Device, so we said he had to be a little bit more dynamic. His team are going to be weakened at this point. See what he can do as he faces towards suicide. Can't spot Smiths there, has to fall back into smoke land, and there will be another default here. Potentially Shox. This keeps going towards long and see what he can do here. It's going to be a default for now, though. CT's more presence towards mid than usual. Normally you have like players doing sort of B, one CD spawn, allowing mid control to come in if required, but Device going to be there with the AWP this time, just trying to find that first frag. They need something going in their favour. The flash will come in. He's going to have to fall back as he fires off that little speculative shot there. Body, though, once again, dropping down towards CD spawn. Can't find the shot once again. Here we go, then. Same old matchup.
Same old result. Just kidding. It's going to be No-Tan that wins it. This is actually going to give them a chance. Finally, a 5 versus 2. Every time in the last game, they had the man advantage toward the A site, whether it was a pick toward long or a kill on mid as Device walked out with the AWP. We saw, I think it was in round 3.
Yeah.
They managed to still lose it. So Astralis this time, Henry. It's an improvement already. As we see back-to-back Dust. We're not done just yet. Smoke off. Run boost. No, just a boost over top of it. Can't really get much speed off top of the cinder blocks. There's not enough units to get the speed built up as Device will take Scream down. It's going to leave RPK 1 versus 5 and AWP just wants to get rid of that. Doesn't quite do it successfully. Kirby catches him in the process and just for good measure decides to take it to spite him.
They keep all 5 players alive. It's looking a little bit more promising for Astralis to take the first gun round. Not out of the woods just yet, though, I'm afraid. G2 still have money available as we go into round number 5. And the AWP is still in the hands of Device, of course. So this is better. Some foundations to build upon. If they were to lose this round, it won't be a full reset. They'll still have money to work with. So this is much better than the first map. Oh, and that certainly helps as well. The bomb dropped into T-spawn. Device finds a headshot towards Smiths. Starting to get into the groove now, it seems. As we enter another 5-4 situation. And we body this time, challenging towards long. Zipex, so scares him off with the shots through the smoke and doesn't land anything, but it's enough to just make him fall back at this point. 5-4 Shox will pick up the AWP himself, and they'll be heading towards middle. Potentially you go for that short control, which they will gain once again. Device, headshot through the wall, has to fall back at this point.
Device. AWP waiting for anyone to push up catwalk. He's got smoke drop already in place. Flash as well. Tries to time it accordingly and can't quite find Scream inside of the smoke. His teammate already taken down to the hands of body. Means he's got to backpedal further. And Zipex is going to try and hold them off, and he'll do at least one. But No-Tan's got another one on top of it to take Scream. Means they've got a man advantage, but bomb going down once more. Shox with an AWP going to hold wide side smoke. Does give him a chance to try and walk up the wall, but No-Tan elects to sit, wait, and they're going to try and get this third player, Dupree, in towards CT spawn. Both going now, though. The AWP, easy pick, zip down, flash over. Dupree, not quite in position just yet, and Shock's not going to repeat. He wants them to commit. Remember, his teammate's still in a poised position as well to catch them, but RPK leaves the position at quad, and it's No-Tan to get both on the retake.
Yeah, some good little shots there from him. 16 years old and finding himself against some of the best players in the world right now. It's G2 losing 2 rounds in a row, and No-Tan won Deagle. The unknown factor for Astralis managing to find 3 frags that round, and like very nice shots towards the end there as well. And those Shox in that position, I thought he was going to nail that second AWP shot. Not meant to be, apparently. Bomb planted once again there for G2. They still have money to buy into this round. Looks like they'll be going for a more conservative approach here. We might have a game on our hands this time, Matt. The first showing of Dust2 was a complete runaway for the French side, but not so convincing anymore. It's going to be partial buy with Tech-9s, Deagles, P250s. Smith's not buying anything. He's the AWP, of course. As we get to round number 6, still a single AWP setup for Device. It's on 1 Deag. He's actually showing you maybe he can play at this level. 16 years old. That's kind of nuts. That's got to be the youngest player we've had playing at this level, surely.
Yeah, I think so. It's definitely up there. We've had a number of 17-year-olds, but 16 is there. We may have had 1 or 2 just before their birthday, but Zipex, he knows they're already up toward quad. He's going to repeat back out. Second flash is there, but he can't find the shot, oddly enough. It is No-Tan again, though. That's going to step up. Another 2, 3, 4 for him. The young blood stepping up tremendously. He'll go down in the end, but he gives the round to Astralis.
Yeah, he's doing pretty well here. 8 for 4. It was against a partial buy, but still.
Doesn't matter.
No, let me finish.
Sorry.
It's going to be, that's against G2, are very good at his upgraded pistols, trying to get the bomb down as well. They had armor and utility, so still important frags, all the same, as we go into round number 7. And yeah, this is actually looking a little bit more convincing this time. 3-3. G2 not getting that huge lead that they were given before, so this is an important round going forward. They've actually managed to get 3 in a row. Money's okay going forward if they were to lose this round. We'll see what happens as Smith picks up the AWP once again. No initial Sunstone, but it's long once more. Shox does find the first kill this time. It goes down to 19 HP. Needs to be careful of those flames. One tick will take him down, but the HG grenade actually gives him a nice veil to take Zipex as well. Device towards lower B finds a frag in return.
Smiths. He's got a Molotov already dropped down towards CT spawn. AWP as well in hand. He's trying to find the shot toward the platform, and RPK flashed off, has one go by. He's gonna go searching for him, but there's two more popped out. He does find Device instead, but the second peak can't find the shot onto him in time. Did not expect that many people already to be in position, so his job to cut off rotations fails immediately. Allows Dupree to follow up and find Shox as well. But there's gonna be Smith missing a shot out toward long, and the AWP that puts him down to 69 as he gets tagged through the edge of the wall. So a chance for the repeat, tries to fire into it, can't land it again, and it's gonna put him down at the end. Kirby's got a retake. Astralis suddenly come alive.
Yeah, even after losing that initial exchange with Shox along as well. 2 kills coming in towards him. It's Dupree. Kiabi stepping up this time. So finally, some of the bigger names proving they can actually do something with this lineup, it seems. It's another retake towards the A side. G2 actually losing 4 rounds in a row now. That's surely they'll be broken at this point. I guess the bomb going down and the loss bonus starting to accumulate. They can get another buy. It won't be perfect at this point. The AWP certainly won't be coming out. They'll be limited in the utility as well. But still, Astralis come back fighting here. Maybe we could get a 1-1 map. After the first showing, I didn't think this would be possible.
That would be pretty impressive.
Yeah,
Astralis,
can you imagine?
It might be enough.
Well, a long take coming in from RPK. He'll be going up by himself. The flashbangs come in. No presence there from the CTs as they decide to fall back. Device, though, staying to his dynamic roots here, managing to get that first kill towards me.
Utility comes a little late, but Zipix is still able to draw the gun in time, so the flames won't hold them. The bullets will. Scream's going to pick up 2 immediately after, though. That cancels it out, negates the fact that they had about 5 versus 2. Still a one-man advantage to work with. Scream, A to K in hand. Just get back in by the boxes and just barely getting a plant. That's safe inside of the smoke, but RPK had him covered off regardless down toward long because Kierby was the next closest threat. And that pick early with the push back down means not only did they get long back, but they've got to split 2 angles as they walk back into the site. Swap over from Device onto the M4 instead. Can't use the AWP with the smoke down. Lovely shot from Scream. And RPK knows exactly where Device is already. He wants to get out. He wants to back away, but finding that kill gives him a chance. Can't react in time for Scream, who pops up over the wall and makes it 4-4.
Yeah, another fast approach there from G2. It was an interesting procedure to start the round there. So Device going for those mid doors, using the Xbox smoke as a bit of cover there. Finds the first shot, but G2 just relentless on the A take. Finding equal trades there, the bomb going down, and Scream. He's one of those players that in this sort of scenarios, if he steps up with one of those one-taps he's so famed for, can turn the situation around. He manages to do it. And Astralis do lose a round after finding 4 in a row. And you can see the money not in a great position. They've got a Famas out, a Deagle, but he's on no time 1 dig, so I guess that's fine. Maybe he can actually deliver something with this one. And G2 will be coming in with a Tech 9 and a Mac 10 himself, so money not good in either camp. It's going to be a very important shot here. No-Tan trying to do what he can. The flash is raining in towards him. They know he's in the pit. Can he find anything here?
No-Tan back up toward the top of the pit. It's not the 1 dig, but it is a kill. He's going to be taken back by RPK. Scream as well, and still something to work with for Astralis. Device gets the AWP over. Smoke gets out just in time, but he just needs to hold the wide side of it. Good shot. Scream down, bomb drop temporarily. RPK immediately going to be able to grab that, but has to backpedal slightly to do it as he'd wrapped already in toward elevator. And he likes to fight without the bomb sprays. Nearly gets a lineup.
That could have been devastating. Well, sick, yes, to find something with low HP and actually have them line up and find 2 headshots, but Astralis hold on. That's actually a pretty harsh reset for G2 as well. No bomb going down. And he said No-Tan had to step up there the weekend by. He actually managed to get one, like he said, Kiabi providing him some cover. That was the idea. As soon as he was detected towards the pit, he needs to try and stay alive as long as possible. Make them focus on him. His teammate can spray them down from the car area. Works out perfectly. And it's another force buy from G2. They're actually up against quite a lot here, considering this is MP9's aggressive Device. Actually be flashing towards top of middle. Very audacious. Going to be joined by Kiabi, though. Both the MP9 players towards top mid.
Ooh. Smiths with a shot on Kirby from afar, but Device from the MP9 is the reason they send him forward. Good positioning from Dupree. 1, 2, 3, and 4 as they all line up. Oh, okay, all right. Scream robs him a 1, but I'm going to give it to him. You're right. Yeah. His positioning caused the play.
Yeah, and he got the assist as well, so I'm always going to give it to him. So a force buy from GT. Finally, they have been broken. Astralis with quite a convincing lead after this round as well. G2 can't really justify much more than a couple of PT50s here. That's what they'll purchase. And Astralis, after they get a decent start, they're actually showing they can play Dust2. They haven't forgotten completely. Carrigan was famed for being the caller on this map and actually having those adaptive city setups time and time again. It looks like now they're finding their confidence. Device will pushing towards top of middle. MP9 kills all over the shop as he finds 2 at the beginning. Kiabi chimes in as well, and it's a very quick round indeed. Astralis do find the 7th round, and will they be keeping these MP9s? That's the question, because we know the AK is coming out next. They've got 8K available. I think you want to upgrade those. Obviously, get the Device, the AWP. Kiabi I think at this point, like the money's great and everything, but you want to have rifles going for these scenarios. You don't want to risk anything. Don't give away a round just to save a few $1,000s. Going for it though, the MP9. I would say to get rid of that. Just get the rounds on the board at this point.
Punch back in. I agree. Rounds would be lovely. Astralis with 7, a considerable difference from the first game.
You can see they've still got like 7K on 3 players. So I really think they've just got to get rid of the SMG, but they're going to push up a B. I'm losing my words, Matt. It's all falling apart.
They're not important. Headshots are important. RPK doesn't get one, but he gets a kill. MP9 gone, caught out. KRB, as he had the pistol, looking to find the new weapon, and they're, yeah, okay.
Yeah, they're almost forcing that decision because they've got an SMG there. They want to try and find that first kill, get the AK potentially, and maybe have something to play with there, but it doesn't really work out for them. Yes, it's a bit different. Maybe the Ts weren't expecting it, but ultimately they've lost those first 2 frags now. G2 don't really need to do too much into this round because they're trying to hunt with the AWP towards the catwalk area. But at 5-on-3 now, they don't really overcommit as Device misses a shot towards CD Spawn there. Scream takes him down, and now up to Zipex, needs to perform with just a FAMAS.
RPK. The shot, though, as you say, it's, I mean, good. Yes, they've got lots of money left, but not able to do anything, forcing themselves to go aggressive. It's going to be him on an M4, and him to die to Shocks, who goes to find him. Knows exactly where he likes to play.
Yeah, well, money won't be an issue here for Astralis, winning 3 rounds in a row, keeping good numbers alive as well. So the AWP will come out once again. The Device could definitely do a double AWP set. I'm not sure who would be on the secondary AWP role now. Obviously, we're missing Carrigan now, Matt. So that's an interesting question, I guess. It was before, obviously, Occasion B, had Carrigan, Device. There was plenty of options there. Now I'm not so sure. We haven't seen it as of yet on Dust2 here. There wasn't really an option on the first showing, but we'll see what comes in here. Round number 13, closing sectors at the first half. Is going to be pretty aggressive towards B tunnels, but a screen once again. Long is a heavy area of contention, it seems, for G2, as it is going to be a 3-on-3, and he finds another kill as well. Just poor old Dupree left, and now he was towards the B side of the map as well. Surely nothing he can do here.
Bomb grab for Shocks over toward A. 7-6 going to be the score. Dupree is in a position where he could catch him crossing, but that's highly unlikely. Even if he picks that up, minute 18, he still has to fight off a 1 versus 2. Flash goes out. Well timed, does see him late, but did he? I think the Flames might have prohibited. He doesn't know. He doesn't know at all. And Shocks is able to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes those Flames can be a little bit of a bail. You just chuck it down as a last resort. You don't have a smoke, just hope for the best. Flash, use him also on the crossover as well. Yeah, could have been.
But he would have seen the dot if he was just looking at radar, so I don't know. That doesn't make sense, Henry.
7-6. There is money available for Astralis. Won't be the best buy. Are they fully investing into this one? I'll have a look. UMP comes out, FAMAS. It looks like it's more of a partial buy here. They want to save money for the last round. See what they can do with the FAMAS and the UMP. Got some upgraded pistols as well. 3-man stack towards... Actually, a 5-man stack on the A side of the map. Actually taking a bit of a risk here. Did they even smoke towards the start? They did. So instead of using the HEs, it's trying to cloak their movements. And once again, it's Long as Device does find 1 kill, but that's all he'll get. It's going to be a 4-on-2 now. Zipex and Dupree, the last players remaining. Dupree's on the A side. Zipex and CD Spawn. And at this point, it's just a matter of G2 sticking together, making sure they're trading every kill that goes against them. Not even be a factor here. Zipex drops, just Dupree, his positions give it away. And they're not even going to rotate it. He finds a second. Maybe this could get a bit more interesting. Oh, God, man, it's happening. Low HP on RPK. He could actually win this round.
Wow, what? He's got it. Headshot as well.
What?
That is so sick from Dupree, and Astralis stays in the lead. They win the half as well, which is impressive considering what we saw just a game ago.
This is a case of, like, you know exactly where he is. You want to try to close around as quickly as possible. You've got time there. Could have just fallen back and stick them together, but they obviously was like, oh, we're obviously going to kill him. It's fine. He's only got a 5-7. Normally, that would be the right move. You want to guarantee the round. You want to be falling back and just trying to stay away from him. That's fine, but there it is. Dupree, 4 kills with the 5-7. Keeps the dream alive here and wins the half for Astralis from a 16-4 deficit in the first showing of Dust2. They're actually winning the half now of Dupree. Showing some fine form there. We go into the last round of the first half. Body's only got a Tech 9. Double AWP set up for the T's, though.
Device. Do you know that he has an AWP, Henry? Oh, that's lovely. Missing the jump. If he had missed twice, I would have cringed for him. Buzzword machine. Smith's gonna wait for the cross back the other way. Double up setup on the T side. We saw them do this in the first half as well, when they picked up the one from Device.
Yeah, that's when they were like really going at it, like winning every single round. There's just too much money available. There's AWPs all over the place. This hasn't really been the case here. They've only really had that initial 3 rounds at the start. They haven't actually got a huge change of rounds here. It's actually Astralis with the chains and We'll see whether GT can pick up this last round. They're known for their executes. Smokes towards Catwalk and CD Spawn. Zipex now to receive. As the flashbangs come in, he does a lot of damage through the smoke here, but Device can get the first kill. And the second.
He's trying to find the one in smoke. Nearly gets the crosshair placement right, but Body taking down Device, leaves it to No 10 at long to hold this off. Shock's late to get to Catwalk. Could try and foil the plans of anyone rotating towards CT. There's no one at mid. It is just Kirby, and he'll get Body down. Low HP. Shox is there as well on 24. Molotov not going to bounce off the box, perhaps as intended, but it does give No 10 the lineup. Down to Shox. AWP. Crossover. Shoulder bait. No 10 doesn't get the information. Nice shot into Kirby. Now it's Tech 9. No 10 needs to hit it. Pushes him back, but it is still an AWP, and Shox nearly lands at 2 HP to work with. No 10's got to go aggressive, and he will. Catches him off on a defuse coming in. He'll get it 9-6. He had a great half.
Yeah. 2 kills there. Clutch with Shox 1v1. That's actually really convincing. So after losing 16-4, they've bounced back and they won the first half 9-6. Yes, Matt, we are on camera.
I'm aware. That's how it works. Were you aware?
I was aware. And
I'm a mess. It's fine.
Yeah, now we have really got a game in our hands. We do know that G2 struggle on the CT side. We'll take a quick break. Maybe this can be 1-1. What a turnaround it's been. Let's see.
So a much better half this time around on Dust2 for Astralis. Remember, it's back-to-back Dust2 maps, and it's No 10 who's stepped up considerably, I have to say. And the retakes, the 4K, the pistol clutch.
16 years old, winning 2v1s versus G2. Pretty impressive. Some good retakes, like you said, as well. And it seems like they're actually looking much better here. They're winning the half, 9-6, and G2, like we said, famously weak on their CT sides. And maybe Astralis can win this about 1-1. It was a bit of a joke in the first map before. Okay, this is definitely going to be a run over. They've got no chance of coming back from this one. They didn't bring it to 1-1, though. It's actually a pretty good result, all things considered.
Yeah, I have to say, if they can get 1-1 out of this with the stand-in tonight, I will be impressed.
Who do you think's calling? Do you think it's Sonic?
I would say Sonic has probably the dominance in call right now. Device would be the next guy to step up if I were to guess.
Yeah, he's in coach position right now, if anyone's wondering. It's going to be Sonic there.
Yeah. The other one that I could see maybe doing it long-term if they can't get someone like Glaive in is Zipex, but he's such a passive personality.
Exactly, that's what I was going to say. Like, you need some sort of, like, in terms of your personality, you need to have some sort of killer instinct, right? You need to stepping up and, like, commanding people and telling them what to do, adjusting things and kind of shouting when you have to be. I just don't see him being that person. Obviously, more than capable in terms of the tactical inside the game. It's just, it takes strong personalities to be an in-game leader, in my opinion. Lovely guy, just to be clear.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But yes, I agree with you. It does take us something a little bit extra to be an in-game leader. Speaking of in-game, we don't have an overlay on Body, but he's gone anyway. It's going to be Scream. Looking for the shot deep inside the site. As they cross over, McKirby gets up close by the doors, and he's able to pick up the kill instead. Shocks dink on it, Dipix, but immediately taken down. It's going to be all Astralis to start this off. So 9, potentially 10. G2 playing from behind with no money. Not done just yet. Hold on, because RPK and Smith find shots quickly. Does leave Smith last alive. He'll get through the window. They're trying to rotate flank it. It's going to be Notan to close it off.
Sometimes a nice little B rush is all you need. Back to you. It's going to be Astralis finding the round number 10 as well. Pretty convincing, actually, getting all the entry kills required. The retake did get a little bit touch and go as GT found 2 kills, but overall quite comfortable for Astralis as they find double digits here after losing 16-4 in the first showing. They're actually going to be in contention to win this map. It's going to be a semi-force buy from GT. You can see they have, oh, there it is. Okay, so 4 people investing. And just Smith, who's the AWPer, of course, won't be coming in with the force buy. So this is a great opportunity for Astralis to actually, if they win this round, that first gun round is going to be weak for GT. They've got a real chance of doing something with this. As we get into this one, Zipex has got control of long. Going to be re-flashed and taken out of position, so the CDs will claim it. It's going to be RPK getting close with the 5-7. I think we've got someone out mid-doors. No, it's just Notan. He'll be flashing over, just trying to ascertain if his player's close. That's normally the first port of call. You can clear out mid, either side of the mid-doors and see where there's anyone stacked there, and then you can go towards short, and this is a classic default, I would say, Matt. Short control obtained. Treat these like a gun round. Make sure every frag that goes down, you know, trading and giving yourself as many options as you can to work as a team.
Deagle trying to find shots through the door. Scream, the one to wield as always. 2 Deagles, 2 5-7s, and this lovely weapon from Smiths, who's not bought anything, indicating what, Henry? Well, AWP likely. Deagle shot can't line up. Dupree does present himself so openly, but it is Notan to walk back over and Notan to follow up on RPK. The young man stepping up, but unfortunately no one checking Goose. They won't even get lined up to trade. It's going to be Shocks with 2 and a dink onto the third. Thankfully taken down, but it's given a chance to Smiths.
No.
And he's got it down to 5 HP on him, but it's just Kirby against 2. And Body's going to close it off. Shocks did all the work to get it low, and Smith just completed it.
It was actually quite a nice little bait and switch there from G2, looking like there was no one left. There was someone hiding in Goose. I think it was 2 in Goose to begin with. They thought that position was clear. Didn't account for Shocks being in that position as well. They're so focused on the player towards the ramp. Shocks has a ton of damage, like you said. 2 kills, managing to dink another one as well, and the round slips away from Astralis here. They're not going to be forcing fully into this one. They've got some Deagles, but what a recovery it was from G2. Like I said, had they lost that round, Astralis was in such a great place to actually take this second map here. Now, all bets are off. G2 are back into it. Should be taking this. They're going to have 2 rifles, make it 3 now with Famus as a UMP in the hands of Scream as well. Smith just on the 5-7, trying to build his bankroll as he wants to get the AWP as we speculated before. It's going to be Astralis once again working towards short. No nades to go with here, so going to have to just try and get up, use the 1D to its full potential and see whether they can find any frags here. But the nades doing heavy damage towards Dupree.
Device trying to get an opening with the Deagle as well. Check toward window first, back towards CT, and the crosshair placement was close, just high and wide to the left. Zings by, it's going to be Astralis. Tagged up, though, with Dupree as a result, and now getting chased down, Scream. Getting that UMP closer and closer from afar. It could still do damage. It wouldn't take much for Dupree and Zipex to fall. Shock's coming over to make sure they don't try and overwhelm that UMP in Scream's hands and push through mid-doors. Set the crossfire and wait, but it's going to be over to the B tunnels instead. It's going to be decent from Notan, this pushback. If he waits long enough and catches them trying to flank off, because they've made a lot of noise, but no one's going to push through. They've already gone back up middle inside of the site directly, and Scream and Body are now going to wait for what will not be a split, Henry.
No, just fully committing towards B here. Everyone's very low, so Body will be finding most of the kills. Their Scream gets 2 of the UMPs, more valuable kills, obviously getting $600, so it's beneficial to allow him to get them. But there it is, the round obtained by GT, not dropping a single frag there. It's going to be 10-8, and now you would assume it will be a full EK from Astralis. Maybe some upgraded pistols here and there, but a chance for G2 to get closer to bring it to an equal situation. It's 8-10 right now. Orb comes out for Smiths. We are waiting for it. There it is. And nothing really purchased from Astralis once again. No armor, no nades. There's 1 flash to potentially try and take long. Let's see what they decide to do. Upper B push, though, from the CTs. They want to get this over and done with pretty quickly.
Shocks. Right and left check as they push through. They're known to do it all the way back to the Columbus qualifiers even. When they pushed repeatedly to catch Cloud9 off guard, as it were, in that particular qualification tournament. So a whole year of pushing B. Sounds like a lovely time, to be honest. Scream's going to take down one. He does walk back out and he'll close the round as well. Smith steps in, takes down the Youngblood, but he got one with the Tech9 beforehand. So Astralis only up by one after conceding that second round.
Yeah, winning the pistols seemed like such an idyllic start for the Danes, but unfortunately it does slip away from them. Now going to be 3-1. They do get a full gun round here, though. Device on the AWP, and this is going to be quite influential to the final outcome. The first gun round, a chance to really sink their teeth into there to lose this one, probably on another eco. We'll see what happens here. Smith's on the AWP. He won't be going for that initial pick, though. Still towards middle. Got a knife out, waiting for flashbangs to come in. And it's going to be body once again. You said they like to push B. Once again, showing their hand towards it with a fallback for now.
Flash in, shocks away. He'll leave his teammate to anchor off the site. He'll be body to do it. And Smiths is waiting to catch them when they walk out from B. First shot immediately gets away. No need to sit because RPK is waiting as well. Lovely tap on the first bullet. Goes immediately into the head of Dupree, and Kierby, smoke in front of him, is just going to walk into his own death. Perfect setup from G2. This gun round's over. This device does something incredible.
Yeah, when you're going to go towards lower B like that, the terrorist did with 3 people, you're normally being flashed in by your teammates. This time they just walk into the crosshair of Smiths. Pretty massive risk there, unfortunately, and they do get punished for it. Zipex, though, towards long. Does manage to find a kill in return. Smiths doesn't really need to commit to these kills, but he wants to anyway, showing a bit of flair now as he finds 3 kills to finish off the round. 10-10, things are tied up, and like I said, if Astralis lost their round, they're pretty much on another eco. Got enough to justify a partial buy here. They get maximum loss bonus going to the next round. So a chance now for GT to keep 5 players alive, keep building to the bank balance. You can see Shoxy's got 9k, and we know they like to be aggressive on Dust2. Maybe just keep it up and show they're just going to be relentless going forward. Smith faces towards mid. They're going to be pretty safe here. And no real signs as to what Astralis are bringing initially, but Zipex just runs into the crosshair of Smith once again.
There was just a second there. Can't really escape as cleanly. This time it's Smiths with the AWP will now provide the possibility of doing so. And Scream's not even going to bother. He wants to push up and catch them off entirely. One over toward B tunnels. Kirby spotted with bomb at long, though. That'll do the round in. And 3 goes down to give the lead back to G2. It's been a long time coming for them, but after winning that second round, it looked pretty obvious at that point.
5 rounds in a row. So yes, you're right. 11-10. But another buy comes from Astralis. $3,400 to each of them. No bomb going down, though. I think they could have got the AWP. Device has $700 residual cash after fully investing, so he definitely could have got it, but maybe that suggests they want to go for a full-on AXQ here, get some standard default control going on, get towards short, and we'll see what they can bring to the table. Actually, 3 players heading towards B. Yeah, they just going to try and rush in, though. Molotov definitely thwarts that attempt. They'll be just going into a standard hold. No one towards long for now. And we'll be just pretty holding towards mid. And Smith, though, all on short.
Oh, nearly took his teammate's head off when Shocks walked out.
Down again.
Shocks, man, get down in front. Dupree, Zipex, they're going to capitalize on this push as it gets sloppy on Cat. AWP does get back in a better position, but can't find the angle in time. It's Kirby to close it up and body. 1 versus 4. That was a 1 versus 5, but 1 versus 4 in the end. Gets nothing of it, and Henry, it's our favorite score.
11-11 arrives, and G2, like we said, is so famed for its aggression on the city side of Dust2. It's been the French style for many years on this map, and it sometimes works very well for them. If they're in the zone and the timings are right, it's very difficult to stop. But this time, that looked pretty desperate. There's pushing out 3 players, all flashed off as well. Didn't really seem to have any information where the terrorists were, getting shut down from lower B pretty effortlessly. It's going to be 11-11, like you said. Finally, Astralis to arrive here, but an initial kill towards long. So we RPK taking that Dupree. He had the long spawn. And now a 5-on-4. Smith takes some damage at the start, but manages to stay alive at this point. Devives jumps into the flames. Just about gets out of them there, as now he looks towards city spawn for the next frag. Oh, that smoke. Okay. It gets making survive. That's amazing. Crazy.
Could be easy to see under. There's going to be Device to at least pick up Smiths as he tries to peek back out from underneath. The second AWP, though, from the B site. Shocks is able to find it. I think it came in from the boxes.
It was like literally on your, I obviously can't share, it was here, on top of this box here. Didn't make any sense.
Well, was it a miss thrown from Cat on the execution?
Possibly.
For drop potential? I think that must have been where it came from. Either way, it's Device that's going to take down Scream. Device, AK in hand, has brought it back to at least a chance, and actually slipping up. Oh, if they could have got by sooner, it would have been possible to get the bomb on the A site. It does get flung around the corner, so Device will be able to pick that up without being spotted, but Does he get back to A in time? They now have the information Molotovs to hold them off down and towards CT. Plant to commit at the very least. 11-11, remember. And having just won 1 round so far since getting ecoed and giving up 4 rounds. It's going to be a reset potential for Astralis. The device needs to be huge. 2 spotted already on the ramp. Not going to re-peek it. Tries to isolate them as they get further up. Unfortunately, RPK is going to beat them there.
Well, there it is then. Astralis unable to hold on to any sort of combo here on the T side, getting shut down straight away. Do get the bomb down though, so I think money will be available to the next round because they kept 4 players alive before. But that smoke towards each one, that was really interesting. The fact that Device got himself in such a good position, I wanted to see where it was thrown from. That was actually quite key, the fact that they couldn't find the kill, that would have got them back into the round as well. But still, 12-11 comes in, still money available, like I said. This round will break them though, only getting 90 times to the next Device on the AWP this time. We'll see whether they can do anything with this initial frag. It's going to be the double AWP setup for the CTs this time. Shocks and Smiths, a classic combo. Now let's make a Shocks as Device does find the headshot on towards Smiths there to kick things off.
Scream, after putting the flash through the doors, draws the smoke. It's RPK that wants to push again. They're not expecting it. Device down, bomb given up. Headshot potential, nails it. Oh, and another Dupree. He's gone. Kirby will at least pull it back, but lovely stuff from RPK to start off the round.
That was so sick. That's such a difficult shot as well towards Xbox. It's like you get like a pixel to look at. They can move left and right. Run not over yet. As we can see, Shoxy probably puts a final nail in the coffin there. Zipex knows he's low HP as well. Just can't find the frag, and Shoxy will shut it down. RPK, that was really sick actually. Like those shots towards Xbox, I'm going to reiterate, that's a really difficult one to even find 1 kill there. To find 2, it's pretty impressive.
With an M4 as well.
Yeah. Like you obviously,
if it's AK, you half the chance because it's 1 headshot. This takes more.
It's this point here when they can just like, as soon as they spot you, they normally crouch and they can readjust and just like blow your head off. They're obviously trying to get the refrag in nice and quickly, but RPK, after losing that first frag, does very well to get G2 potentially 1 step closer to winning the game here. You can see Astralis under another eco, only getting $1,900 into this round. Round 10. PT50s, no deagles here. Device does face towards B, but gonna be punished for that. Oh, nice little bunny hop.
RPK trying to find another shot to replicate last round. He makes it work. Scream's going to push through on that. He pops out. He's able to take down Kirby afterward. Zipex to fall after. RPK is holding down Catwalk aggressively, and it's working. And I dare say teams are going to go back to this eventually. With the amount of smoke execution that teams have brought in, everyone countering off AWP at Car now, teams are going to start getting more aggressive on Cat.
I think you have to. I think you're absolutely right. That's very standard these days, isn't it? That you get towards short control, you do the full execution. It's really difficult for the CTs to actually hold it off. So yeah, I don't mind that idea at all. It seems like that's the perfect counter. If you've got players who are confident enough to and have good chemistry with their players in towards mid, as long as you kind of read how the team are playing, they're not using spawn-based play, they're using defaults and doing that, it's definitely a good counter to that coming in. But here we go then. Round number 11, it's 14-11. And G2 now with a heavy advantage. A double upset coming in once again. It's only 3rd stage loss bonus for Astralis. They have to buy into this one. 5 AKs, but limited with the utility and not having an AWP will be difficult to get that first pick. RPK aggressive towards short once again, but has bodied the Fools first and handed the device.
Okay. Continuing to do this. I mean, even in these duels, these situations, so this time he goes down, but even in a situation like that where he puts some aggression in and then falls back, he starts to bait out utility in that sense, and then the execution becomes weaker on its own. You fall back into the default. As it's going to be Astralis to go with, well, all 5 still alive. Into G2. Do it, oh, Dupree! You're no fun.
Yeah.
Who invited him to the party?
No idea, but G2 let one slip away here. 5 players surviving for Astralis, so that's good news going forward. Still anyone's game, believe it or not, as they do manage to start building some money now. It's going to be the single upset at this time for G2. And we'll see whether they continue with the aggression here. It was short that led them down this time. It seems Astralis are aware that's the setup coming in. Maybe you can counter that by going towards long. It's actually will be a more traditional setup from the CTs. Scream backing up towards B, then 3 towards long to stop the rush at the start. But like you said, now they've shown so much aggression towards that area. Now the Danes probably will have to be using more utility to actually take control of this area.
Dupree looking for some way to help get an opening kill for Device. It's going to be Device again on the AWP. Hence why he's trying to find him the opening. And Smith's the one waiting this time toward Goose Gap in that smoke. No, not quite. There was the right hand. Or underhand right click, rather. Pushing up on top of it. Shot gets caught off, and Smith tries to fire in preemptively to guess the angle. Can't find it. Device. That serves to give him away. Holds toward Goose, and it's going to be a 2-man Brought back to 1 in the end by Scream, but a 2-man advantage to start things off for Astralis, and RPK's come around. His device caught off. Now at long, though, he's had to give up the position to get himself onto the ramp, and it's Kierby to capitalize.
Yeah, good job there from Astralis. 45 seconds remaining as well. Scream in a big position here to actually get the round back in favor for the CTs. Body trying to do what he can as well by leaving Scream in the 3 versus 1. At this point, though, they know where Scream is. Don't have to really commit towards A. Stick together. Give yourself the biggest chance possible of winning the round. They don't have to smoke to cross long, so why not go back towards short? That makes more sense, right? You're not going to be giving them the risk to find the one taps as you go towards that bomb site. You've got time to work with here, so this does work out for them. Still have to negate Scream. No, oh my God, get absolutely wrecked.
That is just so pretty.
Yeah. Okay.
I hit shots like that too after 100 tries in deathmatch.
Oh, he just knew it was coming, didn't he? Well, at least that's fine, though. He worked out where he was. They react accordingly. They don't say, oh, we have to kill him straight away. They say, right, he's there, stay away, and go towards mid and shut him down. So nice work. 14-13. So Shoxy has maybe prematurely bought into this one. He gets an AWP pass straight away. I guess he had more money than his teammate, so he's just balancing the books in that sense, and we're going for an AWP and trying to get around number 15 by himself as he goes towards B. Okay then, 4-man stack towards A, and he could actually do something with this one. Gets the first shot, do pre-drops. Okay then, 5-on-4. At this point, he probably wants to read. Oh God, that's risky, Kierby.
That's mad risky.
Wow. Gets away with it. No harm, no foul. It's fine.
Play chicken, guys. Well, either way, Smiths and Scream both waiting toward use this time with 5-7s. Try and catch them off and shut down the default. Not just 5-7s, I'm sorry, I apologize. Smiths does have a P250. P250 lives matter. Kirby's gonna get around to quad already, and this could actually walk in toward this stack. Trying to get baited, but RPK going down early. They're gonna go. They want to get aggressive.
Same setup.
It's still gonna be a second man here, though. No Tan's gonna be the one to get down, Scream.
Okay, then the bait didn't work out this time, and it's going to be a 3 versus 2. But Shoxy with his AWP, I think at this stage, oh, Body's got the AK. I guess he got a few seconds here with the no kits to try and do something about this. I think it's just probably worth saving the weapons. Get towards the pit, that's fine. Both can stay there and just turtle up, and hope you can take on the terrorist down with you. You can see they're still on the sponsor here. Are they challenging this? Is it real life?
It's a video game, but yeah, it's happening. For at least a moment. Now that moment's gone. It might cost them as well because of the shocks in the opening.
There was no need.
Nearly gets taken down. No Tam wants the kill. It was there. He's got to face this too. He knows it. Oh, that's a smoke. Never mind. Shocks is going to get him down in the end.
You thought it was an HE coming out?
I thought it was. I didn't actually look to see if he had. I don't think he did, but
yeah, that was
lovely.
mad risky. Like, Shocks, you just need to save that weapon. Look at the scoreline right now. You've just invested all your money. You're not going to win it. You've got no kits. Just fall back and hold the weapons. Get some exits if they come in towards you. But still, that was a bit crazy. 14-14. This is the second time we see this map tonight in this matchup. GT versus Astralis. The first map score was 16-4 in favor of the French. We thought they were going to run away with this one. But Astralis actually coming back and in contention now still to make things 1-1. I didn't think this would be happening.
Device toward the doorway. Zipix is going to toss out fire in return to that which he received. An eye for an eye. Makes the alphabet lose letters. That doesn't work, does it? Scream gonna fall back. Free had bomb, so he'll elect to leave that inside of middle. Sprays both sides of the doors, but it's gonna give Device a chance to walk up the catwalk. Can't find the shot. Quickly toward the ramp and back he goes. Did you know that there's a skull on the Worm God?
No.
Yeah, it's on the butt. That's where the snakes come out of, or the worms rather. Tries again to hit a free shot toward the door. Knows the Chox is up there. He's actually right in guessing, and that's going to give him away. He doesn't have the silenced M4, so those tracers, they knew where he was, relocating. They can't quite find him. It's going to be Scream to trade one off. Now controlling onto the tunnels as well. He can play them as his friend. Zipix shows up a little bit late, giving up one and the bomb temporarily on the entry. It's going to be Shox to cut off middle, and it's a man advantage for G2. A desperately needed man advantage as well, given the situation with the money in the last round. Yeah, and Zipix is going to sit to hold the door.
3 versus 2, Device 25 HP. RPK coming in from tunnels as well. That's the kill that really matters here. Zipex, no risk clutch abilities, can't do anything with this one. It's going to be Shox to find the final frag there, and G2 do obtain match point first. Still money available for Astralis, so still could go to overtime. Very good chance of that happening. There's actually 3 rounds in a row that G2 have finally shut down. So Astralis here, looking to take things to overtime. Still money available, like I said. So Kiabi can drop over an AWP. This be Device straight up buying one. Don't think he really had to do that, considering if he wants a bit of utility. But, you know, it's all fine. I guess it means Kiabi can drop a weapon over to a teammate that requires it. That was Zipex. So it all leads here. Can G2 close it out 2-0 right here, right now, or do we have a bit of overtime action?
want to see Notan be the hero in overtime.
He's actually got like 20 frags right now, I think, so pretty good showing, all things considered. His first ever top 10 matchup game, and not embarrassing himself, doing a good job. It's fine.
Yeah. The one spray down that'll be on the front page of Reddit.
Immortalized.
Aside from that,
Yeah.
he's been pretty decent. It was hard for him to have an impact in the first game as well because he was only anchoring long, and by the time he was retaking, he was left alone. This game, he's been much more pivotal. He's been more of a factor. Smith's waiting with the AWP for anyone to walk up catwalk, and slowly but surely they will. You'll see the X-ray soon. There they are. Timely fashion. Smiths is going to fire off and fall back as well. And Device is going to go up mid on this. Nearly gets caught off by Shox, who was waiting towards CT. Dodges flash. That's going to put Shox over on the right, but Device has lost him.
Yeah, nice move from Shox there. Perfect.
It was good because it would have cost him to peek so far to find him that he would have been vulnerable to anyone at the B doors or window for that matter. And Shox is going to get back out. Device has crossed over into lower tons with bomb. It's an aggressive position behind the doors though, and Notan's going to try and spray through and see if he can catch anyone off.
Oh, it's tense now. 35 seconds. TT's going to be holding them off for now, but Zipex finds RPK pushing aggressively, and it's going to be Shox striking. He gets 2. That could be the round now. 4 versus 2. Device and Dupree with 25 seconds make their way towards the B side, but there it is. Scream waiting for them. He does go down.
Device manages to get over to get that AK before anyone re-peeks him, so it gives him a chance, but not enough. Body.
Good effort.
M4, yeah, good effort in the end, I have to say, considering, as we say, the mercenary. And you know what? I'm going to say it. Where were you when you first were introduced to Notan? I don't expect him to be a star in the scene in the next year or even 2, but I think he'll be around. I think he's got some skill that he can build on. Remember, he's 16 years old.
Yeah, that's nuts. Like, still in school. That's crazy. Like, 16 years old now playing against G2. They got battered in the first map, but they came back. They kind of readjusted, and they actually were in a serious chance of taking that second one. That could have been 1-1. Doesn't work out for them in the end. Comes down to a 16-14, but still a very good showing. Like you said, the first time we've seen Notan 1D, and I think he actually did a sterling job in terms of holding his own and actually being...
I like how you give him the dignity of saying his full name every time. Notan 1D.
Well, I was calling him 1D. You didn't like that?
I think that's kind of like a tag on the end of it.
Is it?
I think Notan is what they announced him as.
No, on HLTV was Notan 1D.
Well, on the Astralis website,
Okay,
I think it
I
was
didn't
Notan.
look at that.
Well, it's fine. I'm sorry. Carry on.
Anyway, yeah, it was... Oh, I think we're ready. Well, I was going to
I've
analyze it,
sneezed.
but we've got two guys. Okay, let's throw. Alex, tell us what happened there,
Sorry.
please.
Gesundheit.
Everyone's sick.
Yeah.
This place is infected.
I just
You're
blame.
sniffling.
It's because the sun disappeared.
He's... What?
The sun, it was like hot and delightful like 2 weeks ago, and now it's just like.
Oh, you
up
mean
the
that thing's
Arctic.
happening where it goes to winter?
That's the one.
You mean the changing of the seasons? Happens every year.
I don't like it at all.
You can't get it wrong. It's like these bloody monitors.
And my body is
Can
like
somebody fix
shutting
this?
down. It's messing me up. Henry said it's not going to be a stomp, and it wasn't.
No, it wasn't. It was 16,
Now,
14.
Chad, your job is to explain to the delightful people at home why you go from seeing a completely absent Astralis and G2 taking the mickey out of them, for lack of better words from you,
Yep.
to a 16-14 full 30-round game.
Astralis just used that first game as a warm-up, you know? They felt a lot looser. They were hitting their shots.
He's being facetious. That's what he's being.
Cage Baby, Notan, they were making some frags. They're getting it done.
Yeah, not a bad scoreline from Mr. Notan. Is it 19 this time?
Yeah, well, I guess when you play like that, you have nothing to lose, right? The CT side of Astralis was very aggressive. They were pushing a lot. There was rounds where they were running up mid with MP9s, pushing the lower dark, doing a lot of aggressive plays. Like I said, they have nothing to lose at all. Whereas G2, if they want to cling on to any hope, they had everything to lose. And at one point there, I was like, this is over. If Astralis win the second map, that's both of their seasons in the bin. So
They had so much power.
yeah, but luckily Shox grabbed 30 frags. RPK had some sick rounds. There was that one round at short where he got those 3 kills and the guy jumping on Xbox. That's really good, really hard shot to hit. I always struggle with that one. So very impressed by that.
I mean, it was impressive just to see how quickly Astralis could actually put up a fight, though.
Yeah.
If you guys have been around for the entirety of the broadcast, you'd have seen the other Dust2,
Yep,
which was
the stomping.
absolutely shambolic. Now, that
Yeah.
wasn't the only series played out, so I mean, it'd be only fair to kind of bring up all of today's games so you can have a quick understanding of exactly what you may have missed if you have only just joined us. Now, it was Hellraisers versus Mouse, and Lambert. Coach Lambert has both previously coached Hellraisers and Mouse. He got to this time sit in the Mouse camp and guide them through the action.
Yeah, Dennis tweeted that before Lambert joined, they were 3-5 in the season, and since he's joined, they're now 15-7. So quite a turnaround for them. The addition of him as a coach has done wonders.
Probably worth recognizing and giving the guys some love. But yeah, 16-8 and 16-12 in favor of Mouse. They're going to be very happy with that one. Yet to drop a single map since the addition of Lau. On the other side of things, you did get to see Astralis fall flat in the first with 20 rounds of play in the first Dust2 and an additional 10 going into our next one of 16-14 in favor of G2 in both. Now, Spud did say it, but
Spud?
Did I say Spud?
You said Spud.
Sorry.
Did you just call me Spud?
Well, no, I have a friend called Spud. I must have just brain farted. But yeah, 16-14, and he's, as he so rightly stated, Astralis had nothing to lose and had an opportunity to ruin and cripple G2's chances of getting to Brazil as well. So that's been done. And believe it or not, Dusted with 2 Dust2s. Moving into the standings, this is all updated for you, so you can see that 2 teams have locked themselves in with a spot. We suggest NIP and Mouse Sports looking untouchable.
I strongly believe that NIP and Mouse Sports have now qualified for Sao Paulo in Brazil.
And Fnatic, almost a guarantee, unless Flipside are suddenly really good again.
Yeah, they have to. Yeah, they only need 1 more win to guarantee it. I think they'll grab that one. They're looking really good. Mr. Lecro is looking fantastic recently. So
Diggy aren't far off.
The problem with Dignitas is their last match is against Envy, and that's a 50-50 game. If they split that 1-1, anything could happen right there. I think now we can definitely say Astralis are gone. They're down the bottom end of the table. Na'Vi with still quite a few matches to play. G2 cling on to hope. They need to take on VP in their last match.
G2 have 6 games, excuse me, Na'Vi have 6 more matches to play.
Yeah.
They could totally not top the table, but they could easily squeeze in top 3, top 4.
I think I would like to see Na'Vi at the final.
I would love to see Na'Vi.
Yeah, good Counter-Strike from them recently.
Yeah, really cool. I mean, they have looked very different actually since the addition of Simple. We'll get to talk about that more if they get to Sao Paulo. But coming up tomorrow, you have more European Counter-Strike. That's something to look forward to. You can see that you will be seeing the boys from Na'Vi in all 4 games. That's right. Talking of Na'Vi, it's time to get 4 of the 6 played out. It's going to be going up against Envy and FaZe. So actually, we've got a fantastic day. Matchday 27. Remember that one.
It's going to be a good one tomorrow. They're both good matchups. Everybody needs to win their matches if they want to have any hope of getting to the finals. So it's cutthroat Counter-Strike, and I'm going to be interested to see if Na'Vi can turn things around on Cobble. They've been really struggling, while the addition of Sixer has been working wonders right now for Envy. And FaZe, they need to bounce back. You know, they had a really good start to the season. They've mellowed out a little bit, and they're going to need to have a resurgence in these last couple of games if they want to have any hope of getting to those beaches. I'm assuming there's beaches in Brazil.
I think so, yeah.
I assume beaches, Brazil goes together.
Yeah, I would assume so too. Yeah. But outside of beaches and sun and sunshine and happiness, we can talk about North America. Quite the opposite, in fact, because that's what's going to be coming up over in just about an hour's time. You'll be seeing CLG and Echo Fox going down in about 2 maps. You get Dust2 and Train, and you even get to see some SK versus Optic, which is infamously quite the good game actually in the North American Pro League. So be sure to check that one out.
There's lots of animals. There's a fox, there's a snake, there's a horse, and there's a lion.
And there's a dude with a bandana.
Yeah, he's a bandit. Or a renegade.
Oh my god, hang on. Bandana, bandit.
Renegade.
Is there a connection between bandit and bandana?
Probably.
Latin, band, to cover.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever. Anyway, do be sure to check that stuff out. But if you're sitting there wondering, oh, you know what, this online stuff's great, but when's my next offline fix? Well, Oakland's just around the corner, November, I think November 14th, if I'm not mistaken. And the draw for those games, those bracket and those groups, are going to be drawn right now on this very stream. So as we do go offline, we're going to go ahead and throw that live, and you'll be able to check out that live group drawing for IEM Oakland. So you can go ahead and enjoy that while we go ahead and enjoy some much-earned sleep. See you soon.